Hey, please watch this short video and you will get the answers you are seeking.
In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a webquest website like the one you need to make for your webquest project in this class. What you see on the screen right here is an example of a webquest. You can see along the top that there are 7 pages that you need to create. In this video, I'm going to show you how to go through the process of creating these pages and then also setting up your navigation so that they are in the correct order. So the first thing you need to do is sign into the Google account where you're going to create the site. Click on the Apps button, and on this list you can either choose Sites, or it might not be on this list. You might have to click More or even More from Google. So it's either on that list or it's definitely on this page. If you scroll down, you can find Sites. Here on the Google Sites page, you are going to create a new website. So the first thing you're going to do is click the Create button. Next, you'll want to make sure you select Blank Template. Don't use these other templates over here or browse the gallery. Those sites often come pre-populated with content, and if you choose a site from the gallery, you will not be able to take out that content that was created in there. So you'll give it a name. You can change the URL if you'd like to do that. Click on Select a Theme. And then down below you can choose a theme for your site. Let's go with this one. Scroll down. You'll enter the code, and once you enter the code, at the top of the page you'll click Create. And this will take a couple seconds. And now I have my new website. Now the next thing we need to do is create the pages that go into this site. I'm going to keep this one here as a reference, so you'll see we need Home, which is actually also the intro page, so you can call it Home or Intro. Task, Process, Resources, Conclusion, Evaluation, and then the Teacher page, or for teachers. Either of those titles is fine. So on my site, the first thing I need to do is create a new page. This home page, or the first page of your website, is going to serve as the intro page. So we actually don't need to create that one. We just need to create the next 6. So in order to do that, you'll click on the Create a Page button in the top right corner. And then, from my example, you'll see that the first thing we need to create is a task page. So I'll call this Task. And for a template, you want to make sure you use the web page template because the other types of pages will not allow you to create the types of content you want. Next, you will want to make sure that you put the page at the top level. What this means is it won't be made a sub-page of any of the other pages. When we do our navigation in a second, I'll show you what this means. When you're done, click Create. And you'll see that my new page has been created, so this is the page I'm on, and then it's also been added to the sidebar. I'm going to click Save to save this page. I'm going to go through this process for the other 6 pages in this webquest. You can see now that I have created all the 7 pages for my webquest. However, they're not in the correct order, so we need to do 2 more things before we're ready to start adding content to our pages. The first is we can change the title of this homepage so it says Introduction, and then next I'll show you how to edit this navigation so that it's in the correct order. By default, it just puts it in alphabetical order, and we want to put it in the order that we need our students to complete the pages for their webquest project. So first, let's change the title of the homepage to Introduction. So visit the page, and on this page you'll click the Edit Page button, which is the pencil in the top right hand corner. So we'll delete the text here and call this Introduction, and then when we click Save, it changes the title of the page in the navigation. And you can actually do this process with any of these pages. So if you have a spelling error or something, you can always go back and change these titles. The next thing we want to do is we want to put the navigation in the order that we need the students to complete the project. So in order to do that, you'll click on the gear icon in the top right hand corner, and you will click Edit Site Layout. Up along the top, you have different options to change the layout of your page. Right now we have Sidebar highlighted, so that means that our sidebar is the type of navigation we're using. If you click on Horizontal Navigation, you'll see that it added this tab up at the top, and we can actually have the navigation be tabs along the top if we want to do that. Either is perfectly fine. For the purpose of this video, I'm going to show you how to work with both, but ultimately you only want to choose one of these navigations. Don't pick both. So first, let's edit the sidebar navigation. Hover your cursor over the sidebar, and you'll see that a little box pops up underneath that says Edit Sidebar Items. Click in this box, and here you'll see that you have options to configure your navigation. The reason that it's alphabetizing them rather than letting you put them in a certain order is because this checkbox that is automatically organized my navigation is checked. Uncheck this box, and you now have the ability to add your pages in the order that you want them to be. It's important to note that if I just clicked OK right now, there would be nothing in my sidebar navigation. You have to add each individual page. So I'm going to click Add Page, and I'll choose the page that I want to be first. So I want it to be Introduction. So I clicked on Introduction and click OK, and you'll see that it's now been added to my list. Okay, now I can click OK, or if I wanted to rearrange these, I can click the up and down arrows, highlight the one you want to move first, and then click the up and down arrows to move it. If you wanted to make it a subpage or promote it so it's not a subpage anymore, you can use the right and left arrows, and then that would show it as a subpage for the other ones. For the purpose of this project, we're not going to use any subpages. You just want all your pages to be at the top level like this. You have the option to check or uncheck sitemap. I'm going to uncheck it, but it's up to you if you want to use it. It doesn't do any harm. When you're done, click OK, and you'll see that my navigation is now in the order that we need it to be for our webquest. If you would rather use horizontal navigation, so you'd rather have tabs along the top, you can first make sure you have clicked on horizontal navigation so it is highlighted up top. Hover your mouse over the section where the tabs are going to appear, which is right underneath the title of the page. And you'll see I have the box pop up that says Edit Horizontal Navigation. So you'll click there, and you'll see that just like with the sidebar navigation, I can add my pages here. So I'll add task. I also have the option underneath to choose my styles, so I can have them be boxes, tabs, or links. I'll go with tabs just to see what this looks like. Then press OK. And you can see now that there's navigation along the top. So you have the option of the horizontal navigation or the sidebar navigation, and you set them both up in the same way. When you're finished, click Close, and you are now able to start adding content to your pages.